Hola guys, how are you? Good day to my subscribers over here on YouTube, out there at Facebook, and also on TikTok. Guys, in this vlog or episode, I'll be discussing about the junk wax era in NBA basketball cards. Alright? Just basketball. Alright. But before that, I'd like to invite you to please follow me on Instagram. That would be at timduncan21_card collector. And also, please follow us over at Off-Centered over at YouTube. That is my podcast group. We do podcasts every week, Friday nights, 9 p.m. Philippine time. Alright? So, please follow us there. We will be interviewing or guesting personalities in the hobby, both here in the Philippines and abroad. Alright? And also, I'd like to show you something before we start our discussion on the junk wax era in basketball cards. Alright? I just bought this book from DJ Big Boy Cheng. It's called Hype Father. Alright? DJ Big Boy Cheng is actually a very big influencer in the Philippines. He actually has an art gallery. He collects a lot of shoes. In my opinion, he has the best shoe collection in the Philippines, guaranteed. I don't know if he has the best collection all over the world. Right? So he actually signed this for me, as you can see there. All right. He also owns Secret Fresh, the clothing line. All right. So again, let's discuss about the junk wax era in basketball cards. So let's go. So, ano nga ba yung junk wax era sa NBA cards? In baseball, they're saying that the junk wax era is from 1986 to 1993. Alright, in baseball cards, that's what they're saying. But it does not encompass basketball, in my opinion, because 1986 to 1987, we had the Fleer set, which is very nostalgic because it, as we all know, it produced the Michael Jordan rookie card, the Fleer 1986 to 87 RC of Michael Jordan, and most of the big names during the 80s, like Charles Barkley, like Patrick Ewing, like Karl Malone, and so forth. All right, I don't think that it should be considered as a junk wax year, the 1986 set, the 1986 year for basketball cards. Alright, so even the 1987 to 1988 set should not be considered as part of the junk wax era in basketball cards because it actually produced Scottie Pippen, RCs, John Stockton, and so forth. And even, I think Dennis Rodman came about in 1987 to 1988, that set, right? That Fleer set. But all right, when is the what do I consider as the years of junk wax in basketball cards? I would say it's about in 1988, all right, up to 1992. That's in my opinion. Why is that so? All right, even 1993 actually, 1992 to 1993. That's what I'm talking about. In 1989 to 1990, actually, this card came about. This card was produced in 1989 to 1990. Alright, the David Robinson rookie card, which actually was considered as a short print. I think it is still considered as a short print by Beckett. This is just valued at $10 Beckett value. I don't think it even it finishes around. I would assume that it finishes around raw would finish around $8 to $10 right now. This card was actually huge back then, but the community still considers the 1989 to 1990 as part of the junk wax era because they had so much products that they overprinted a lot of the products back then Upper Deck, Tops, and also Fleer or Hoops. This is Hoops. Alright, this is Hoops. And it actually sacrificed the rarity of the cards. That's why marami dun sa mga cards na yun are just really not overvalued, not even undervalued, but they're valued low. Alright, because masyadong madami. There were too many print runs. There were too many they just mass-produced everything. The companies mass-produced everything. That's why even in basketball, naapektuhan din yung mga cards like this David Robinson rookie card, which actually got its value just tapered down and tapered down as the years went by. All right, because it was really available all over. It is short printed. It's considered it's a short print card, but the thing is, it is readily available everywhere. Much like the Jordan RC, but the problem is with the Jordan RC, it was pretty huge because it is Jordan, and a lot of the stars during the 80s were rookie cards in the 86-87 set. So that's why I don't consider that year as the junk wax era, as part of the junk wax era in basketball cards. All right. Ngayon, marami since from 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92, napakaraming lumabas na sets, and they were all mass-produced. But it doesn't follow na lahat ng nandoon sa set, lahat doon sa years na yon, the products during those years are all low-valued. Alright? Kasi merong mga inserts na lumabas during the early 90s. It started off with, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I am sure of the fact that during the 1992 to 1993 season, during the Shaq years, the Shaq RCs, the Shaq rookie year, the Shaq rookie year for the Shaq RC for Upper Deck was actually via redemption. You could only get it via redemption program, and it's not easy to pull. Alright, so it was considered as an insert back then, quote unquote insert. But Upper Deck actually produced another set that had the Shaquille O'Neal rookie card pulled via packs. So parang tatlo ata yun or something like that. I have those cards with me. It's not that easy to get. It's not that hard to get, I mean. It is quite easy to get over on eBay and even locally. Alright, that's why I have them, although they're all raw. Alright, ganon. So nagkaroon na ng epiphany siguro yung mga card companies to come up with gimmicks to actually make the cards rarer, I would assume, right? So they produced in 1992 to 1993, they also produced several inserts for several sets. Alright, I'll be showing you off several, alright, just three actually that I have. This is the Beam Team Michael Jordan, one of his first for his first inserts. This is actually pretty expensive right now, not really on the $1,000 mark, but it is quite expensive. It's not a junk wax card, alright, so and it's quite nice on one hand actually, alright. And also there were other inserts during that time, during the 1992 to 1993 season, that were actually pretty nostalgic, to say the least. Alright, one of them is this. This is quite easy to get actually. The Total D, the first Total D of Michael Jordan from Fleer. Alright. Ang mahirap dito kasi is the centering and also the edges, and especially in even the corners for that matter. So it is pretty condition sensitive. Okay, hindi ko alam kung ano yung pop report ito sa PSA or even BGS, but the thing is, this is pretty condition sensitive, to say the least. So if you have a PSA 10 of this Total D card, you have a gem. So isa yan sa mga nostalgic cards during that time, and it's not cheap. Alright, so hindi ko kinoconsider yan as part of the junk wax cards. Alright, and also this one, this is the team leader from 1992-93 as well from Fleer. Alright? Yan. Isa yan sa mga unang inserts that were created during that time, during the junk wax era, that they are considering as the junk wax era years. But as I've mentioned, hindi lahat ng cards during the junk wax era are actually worthless. Meron din doon mga magagandang makukuha ninyo, and it's pretty nostalgic. No, it doesn't follow that if you are considering 1988 to 1992 to 1993 as the junk wax years for basketball, it doesn't follow that all of the cards there are actually junk. Okay, you could actually find some good cards over there. If you could find wax, you could actually open some because mura, they're kind of cheap to get. But these cards, these inserts are actually not that easy to get. They're not easy pulls. So, hindi ko sigurado, yung Beam Team, for example, maraming dyan na hindi naman magagaling yung mga players. So there you go. So, in my opinion, if you consider those years as junk wax, you also have to consider some of the cards there are actually important in the history of basketball cards, in the community of in the basketball cards community. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So, ganun lang. Just be you're now informed. You're now you're given that information. So, maghanap kayo ng mga ganong klaseng cards at saka yung mga wax doon. If you could find them cheap, you could actually open some. So, Fleer and also Top Stadium yung pinakita ko, and also the Hoops 1989 to 90. This is actually the wax of the where the David Robinson rookie cards can be found are actually cheap in the market right now. So, hindi siya mahal. Sobrang mura lang yan. But it's not easy to pull as well. It's not something, it's really short printed, but you know, they overprinted everything during the 1989 to the 1990 season. So, masarap din magbukas ng packs and wax boxes from time to time. And it's pretty, alam mo yun, the thrill of the chase would be there. So, it's always fun to open wax from time to time. Wag lang sobrang mahal kasi talagang halos 90% of the time you lose money over it. So, it's the wax nowadays from Panini are actually pretty expensive. So it's a different well, I would assume time during the early part of the 90s and also the late 90s, the late 80s. All right, so there you go. And please do follow me here and subscribe to the channel. And also, as I've mentioned, nakabili tayo ng libro ni DJ Big Boy Cheng doon sa umpisa. Yan. So, get your copy. Actually, it's a nice, I would assume it's a coffee table book. I would assume, like something like that. Maganda siya for a collection. And if you could have it signed by Big Boy Cheng because it's quite nice to talk to be honest with you. So, there you go. So, again, please subscribe to the channel, and also, please do watch our watch our podcasts every Friday nights at 9 p.m. over at Facebook. Again, that's Off-Centered. All right. So again, thank you very much, and God bless, and keep on collecting. Thank you.